Hello, everyone. My name is Becky Bell, and this is my lifestyle project. The categories I decided to change for this project were water, electricity, and my eating habits. The days I made these changes were Monday, November 28th, Tuesday, November 29th, and Wednesday, November 30th. The reasons as to why I made these changes for water, I believe, is a long-term issue that I'm willing to change now before the habit continues in my home. For electricity, this is an easy change that I believe could be very effective if more people would focusing on limiting that. And eating habits, I just wanted to challenge myself to make that change that will help the long-term environment around me. The specific changes that I made for water included turning off the water when brushing my teeth and then also in between washing and conditioning my hair. I wash dishes in batches once per day to reduce the water usage. So I would keep all dishes from breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the sink, do them at the end of the day one time for each day. And lastly, I would limit laundry by not switching outfits multiple times per day. So I put on my workout clothes in the morning, wore them for the duration of the day, worked out at night, and then switched into pajamas after shower. For the electric, I unplugged any electronic devices when I was not actively using them. And then when I left the house, I also unplugged absolutely everything, which included like Christmas lights, chargers, air fresheners. And this was just referring back to the lab we did a few weeks ago, where you can see that some of these types of electronic devices do use more electricity, even if they are not being used, such as chargers. And lastly, eating habits. I completely cut out meat from my diet. And I also tried to limit the consumption of most animal products, including eggs, milk, cheese, and those types of dairy products. For before the project, I was using 42 gallons of water, and my usage of electricity was 3.2816 pounds of CO2. And for the eating habits, I was using 234.5 gallons of water. And after this reduction, I estimated to basically cut those numbers in half, giving the water 21 gallons, electricity 1.4 pounds of CO2, and 0 gallons of water for cutting out the meat products, but that does not include the dairy consumption either. My final impressions for this project were that it was much easier than I had expected. After day one, I kind of got used to making these changes in my daily routine, and that is why I decided to keep all three of the changes in the 3 day span so that I wouldn't forget. And I've learned that I would actually like to continue like unplugging my devices when it's unnecessary and then also limiting the water usage, not only for monetary purposes, but also just because our earth is going to be much happier if that is the case, if more people are going to continue to make these changes. Unfortunately, I will not be able to continue limiting my animal product consumption in regards to chicken, just because I did not feel like I was getting enough nutrients to function properly in like my day-to-day life and specifically working out. I just didn't feel like I had the energy to do so. And overall, I really enjoyed this project and I learned how easy it is to make those simple changes that will affect the world in the long run for a better environment and place to live. And I just really believe that more people need to make these positive changes and it's going to affect our world for the better. Thank you so much for listening.